Good day, one and all. It's your boy here, Apollo, from Down, Down, Up, Up. And for reference, I've got a robe on. It is cold, C-O-L-D, where I am right now, and I am just so comfortable. So I decided we'll take a Jersey break for this one, because let's be honest, this isn't going to be that long. First off, hope everyone's doing great. All the vibes still coming off of AEW's Full Gear. Just a fantastic show. So excited for future things in that company. CM Punk and MJF seem to be starting something off. Danielson as a heel, I'm looking forward to seeing that. My cat Granola coming to say hi. It really can't get much better than that right now, to be honest, right? Right. So, Survivor Series. Brand Supremacy, it's old, it's outdated, it's WWE. Let's get into this show as quickly as we can and see how I feel at the end of it, if we're really going to get a nice show, or mediocre. So, obviously, we only have 6 matches announced as recording time. I'm expecting a kickoff match, and hopefully nothing else added to the main card. We'll see what we get. I don't think it needs to be a long show, because not many care about it anyway. I'll predict a heel win for the kickoff. Not sure if we're going to be doing another Battle Royal, Raw versus SmackDown, etc., etc., but if we do, I'm gonna pick SmackDown for it if we're gonna do a Battle Royal similar to what we've done. I think last year we did one. I remember Raw winning it. So we're gonna go with that. If it's not about brand supremacy, just a heel win is what I'm gonna go for on the kickoff. If we are getting Raw versus SmackDown, I will go for SmackDown on the kickoff. Now let's go into the main card. We've got, obviously, all the champion versus champion matches to do. We've got 2 of the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination matches, although right now it doesn't really look like 5-on-5, but we'll get into it. We don't have to have high expectations. It's not AEW. That's really all that needs to be said. So, how about United States Champion versus Intercontinental Champion? A match I'm actually somewhat excited about, wrestling-wise. Intercontinental Champion is still Shinsuke Nakamura. God only knows why they can't do anything with him in the championship right now. And the United States Champion, Damian Priest, who, as great as he's been, has disappeared the past couple of weeks, oddly enough. Just as we changed his music, his gimmick, and I guess teased a little bit of heel. Just a little bit. But it's disappeared. Not sure if he's going to make it for this or not, but if we get this as is, I am going to pick Damian Priest. There's one for Raw, easy. Nakamura's not going to be beating him. I just don't see it. Damian Priest is so over right now with everything, even though they've started to decline that, but I don't see Nakamura getting one over him here. I see a win for Damian Priest, a win for Raw. So, if the kickoff matches with the main show that I have SmackDown winning on the kickoff, we have 1-1 so far, because there's Damian Priest winning. How about the women's championship? Well, not championship, champion versus champion. So far, it looks like we're getting Charlotte versus Becky. I guess it doesn't seem like they're changing any of the champion versus champion matches this year, as shocking as that is. Like, I'm amazed we're getting Big E and Roman. I'll level with you guys right now. How are we even getting that? No idea that they didn't change anything with it. I'm not mad. I'm actually excited for that match, but I'm just amazed that there wasn't a change. But for a possible reason, we'll get into that later. So, as far as this match is concerned, it's a toughie, but only because I see things sort of changing as they are. I think Charlotte's going to steal this. Don't really ask me why. This one has just been a pain to predict, and I'm going to pick Charlotte. I have no bass in my voice for this prediction, is basically what I'm trying to get across to you guys right now. I think Charlotte is going to win this match. That's literally all I have. I don't see WWE giving what the fans want in this scenario, even though Becky Lynch is, I'd say, a clear heel at this point. I think Charlotte's going to steal it. Don't really know how. It's just the way I see this one going. So I'm going to pick Charlotte. I haven't even bothered to try to look at this from a real life rivalry perspective. I just don't have the strength anymore for some things in WWE. And Becky versus Charlotte is so outdated that I just couldn't care less about it. I'm picking Charlotte. That's all I have. Will I be right? Will I be wrong? We'll find out. But that will be another one for SmackDown predictions. So far, 2-1. We'll go over to the Tag Team Champion versus Tag Team Champions match. Another match I am looking forward to wrestling-wise. Usos, RK Bro, and I think RK Bro are going to pick this one up. As good as the Usos are, RK Bro just haven't really seemed to be knocked off the perch lately, And yeah, I'm not seeing them lose this one. Not seeing that, especially because the Usos and Rollins won on Raw. So I'm kind of throwing that into it. And again, I'm doing this before I watch SmackDown. I'm doing this before Cultaholic predictions, just because I couldn't care much less about Survivor Series. But these picks, now that I'm trying to guess them, are making me a little bit more excited for the show, because I really don't have any solid picks lined up, except so far for Priest beating Shinsuke Nakamura. But I will pick RK Bro to win this match and even it up 2-2 the way I think it's going to go down. Remember, I'm throwing in a kickoff match that gives one to SmackDown, so 2-2. Okay, so theoretically, there are 4 left to cover, right? Or am I losing it? No, there's 3 left to cover. Okay, let's do the elimination matches then. Women's, Team Raw, and bear with me on this one. I'm pretty sure it consists of Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Queen Zelina, and Carmella. I think I actually got that one right. I'm going to give myself a round of applause for that little back pat. Against Team SmackDown, which currently consists of Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, why they turn her heel, and Natalya, and a to-be-announced, which I guess it's either going to be Naomi or it's going to be Sonya Deville. Right? So either way, not seeing things working out for SmackDown here. I'm going for Team Raw. Team Raw have Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley on their team. As much as Doudrop could ruin Bianca this Sunday, which I can see, we got Queen Zelina on, who's been doing okay since winning the tournament. Rhea Ripley still holding her own enough. I don't see the point of SmackDown winning this one unless Shotzi has a good shining moment out of this. It would be cool if she could just be the sole survivor of this, but I don't see that happening. And speaking of survivors, if I had to guess, if I have to pick Raws, I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley and Bianca Well, Liv Morgan's on there too. No, I prefer Liv to survive then, so no. Oh, this is hard. Just because I can see Bianca getting screwed out of this match by Doudrop, I'm not going to label her as a survivor. I'm going to have my survivors Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Not really a prediction, but that's just an opinion, but I am picking Team Raw. Whereas with the men's, we've got the Raw team of, and bear with me again, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, the almighty Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory. Honestly, with the changes, I'm actually more happy about Raws. I just didn't care about the Mysterios being in this. But I prefer Dominic over Ray, but they're both out now and life goes on. Lashley was a must. Theory is just kind of nice to see. Love Theory. He was great in NXT. Never should have been brought up in the first place again. He should still be in NXT. LA Knight is the one who should have been thrown on Raw amidst this chaos these days. Think about it. He's dying in NXT right now, but if he was on Raw right now getting Theory's spot, I feel like Knight would be making more of it just in the new face of things. But it doesn't matter. I love Austin Theory. He's on Team Raw. Let's move on. SmackDown's team, Drew McIntyre, Happy Corbin, King Woods, bend the knee, Jeff Hardy, and again, to be announced, I had somebody. I've already forgotten that somebody. Who would be a good throw? I've heard rumors it's Walter. If it's Walter, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm just going to level with you guys on that now. I could see it being Sheamus, Ridge Holland, Cesaro. There's a good list of people, but all in all, even with just 4 out of 5 announced, I'm going to pick SmackDown for the men's team this year. They got killed by Raw last year. Let's get some redemption. Drew McIntyre's not getting eliminated. I don't see that happening, so Drew's a sole survivor on that. And we got Woods, Corbin, Jeff, and to be announced. Not sure who the announce is, but if I'm going to go for survivors, I'm going to go McIntyre and or King Woods. Bend the knee. So there we go. I have Raw for the women's, SmackDown for the men's. So if my calculations are correct, I have labeled it 3-3, adding my kickoff match that may or may not happen that gives SmackDown one. Goes into Roman Big E. It's going to be Roman Reigns. Or is it? This has potential. On one side, a lot of people would love to see Big E get this win. I personally don't think that's going to happen. On the other side, a smaller crowd consider, and this is where I'm generating towards this vibe, Seth Rollins will be able to cash in his contract like it's a Money in the Bank, but they've teased that it is. He will cash it in during this match. It will be a triple threat for the WWE Championship, and Seth Rollins will steal the WWE Championship from Big E that night, or Roman Reigns will beat Big E and then Seth will cash in afterwards and just beat Big E in a singles match, and Survivor Series goes off on a bang, so to speak, like, oh my goodness, how did this just happen? I feel sorry for E, but Rollins lurking with that, and if it's treated like the Money in the Bank contract, like the contract that Carmelo Hayes used in NXT, we've got a lot to worry about. Is that a prediction? No. Is it a spoiler? I don't know, but it's something to be mindful about. But bottom line, I am picking Roman Reigns, and SmackDown will be winning this 4-3 the way I've orchestrated it. That wasn't too long, was it? I didn't even go 15 minutes. That's how much Survivor Series is worth. I think it'll be a fun little time, but I don't have my expectations risen, which actually might make the show better. So we'll just get through this brand supremacy crap one more time. Maybe this will be the last year of it. Doubt it, but you never say never, and we'll move on. And December's a lighthearted month. We've got War Games, not a takeover, because God knows they can't associate that name with what NXT is in today. But a War Games coming up should be fun just the same. And then a smooth sighting going into the holidays. And possibly day one will be the pay-per-view on January 1st. Because for some reason it's not New Year's resolution. Of course not. Or revolution. New Year's revolution. I apologize. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you for our results and review video Monday. Stay tuned. Keep it real.